everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, we're going to be doing something kind of old school for this channel, but also kind of like an updated version, a little different, with different questions and things like that. Years ago, when I first started this YouTube channel, I did a YouTuber tag, so like try to get to know the person and like give some information about who I am and things like that. That was 6 years ago. So obviously, maybe some things have changed now, but I was like, do I really want to do the YouTuber tag all over again? Because I think some of my answers are maybe the same, but you know, my way of thinking is different. You know what I mean? So what I've done instead is I've generated some different questions and things like that for different themes. I have them on my computer here, so I'll be kind of looking off of that. I have my matcha here, my matcha latte, and I have some water here. I had snacks. The keyword is had. They are gone. But I have my matcha, so this is good. I'm in partially comfy clothes. I've got like a nice shirt on, and then, oh, you can't even see it, but I'm wearing sweatpants underneath, so that's about as cozy as we're gonna get. So without further ado, let's jump into the questions and let's go over some things. Okay, question 1. What is the absolute dumbest way you've ever been injured? Well, this past year I broke my finger catching a basketball. I broke this finger like right in the knuckle here. But I wouldn't say that's like the dumbest. Personally, this is my opinion, but I got concussed because someone didn't communicate that they were throwing a basketball or passing a basketball to me. Notice how these are all basketball related stories, and maybe I should stay away from basketball. But yeah, that's probably the dumbest way I've ever been injured, is because somebody didn't communicate that they were passing a basketball to me, and then when they did, there was a basketball right here. So that's not very fun. What is your weird food combination that you secretly love? Or what is a weird food combination? This one is not crazy. It's not like overly bogus or anything like that. But when I tell people that this is a comfort meal for me, they're like, what? I'm a huge fan of like boiling up some pasta, you know, putting some butter in. So far it sounds normal, right? It's buttered noodles, awesome. But then putting them in a bowl and putting milk in with it, it's like pasta cereal. That's so cringe. But it kind of is the same idea. It is so good. Honestly, that is so good. And if I could eat it every day, I would. It is one of the best combinations ever. Ever since I was a little kid, my mom got me on it because that's one of her things as well too. I mean, it is life-changing, life-altering. It is the comfort meal, and I haven't had it in a long time, so I probably should have it. What is the most embarrassing song in your Spotify Wrapped or playlist? Well, I don't have Spotify. I am an Apple Music girly. Go to my giant playlist. I wouldn't say these are embarrassing, but they're just like not the most common thing. Is I do have Disney songs in my playlist. So it'll go from like Kendrick Lamar to like Beauty and the Beast. I wouldn't say that's like overly embarrassing though. Oh, I also have some songs from, again, not embarrassing. Actually, I just found a really embarrassing one. I'll talk about it in a sec. I have some from like the Transformers movie, the 1980s one. I have some of the songs from that soundtrack, which, I'm sorry, unpopular opinion, that soundtrack pops off for no reason. Like, Stan Bush, whatever you were doing during that time, whoa. The music is just so good and it's just so upbeat. Those are in my gym playlist because they're just so like hype. I guess if I had to, now that I'm looking at the embarrassing song, I'm like, yeah, it is. I have Gucci flip-flops by by Bad Baby in here. I have Gucci flip-flops and 2 of her other songs, but I think Gucci flip-flops is the most embarrassing one. I do know most of the lyrics, which is unfortunate. So we're moving on to the next section, deep and thoughtful questions. What is the hard truth that you had to accept about yourself recently? Ooh. These last couple months have been a journey on their own. kind of figuring out little things of like who I am and all that kind of stuff. I think the biggest thing that I've learned within the past little bit is you need to be happy with you. You can't rely on other people to form that happiness for you. At the end of each day, when you go to bed and like you are about to go to sleep, you are the person, or you are the last person. You are the exact thing that's there, that is with you. Every single day, every quiet moment, you are with you, and you need to be able to make yourself happy or find ways, if you're not in like a good headspace, to find coping mechanisms to make you happy. Just basically at the end of the day, you are always going to be you, and you need to figure out how to obtain your happiness and not seek validation or happiness through other people. I know that's like kind of a goofy cliche one. I know a lot of people say that, but it's something I'm really starting to figure out and like really start to question, like, everything in my life that I have right now, does it genuinely serve me? Does it genuinely make me happy? Does it, you know, build me up to be a better person, or does it make me worse? Does it hype me up, or does it degrade me? Like, what are the different things that are happening? And I think that's really important to know for yourself, or about yourself even. Whether it's jobs, friends, foods, you know, places that you want to be, goals, achievements, things that you want to accomplish. Like, how are you going to get those things? How are you going to work towards them? And also, like, having self-discipline is going to be the biggest thing. If you could send a one-sentence text to your past self, what would it say? Keep going, keep working hard. I know that's like almost 2 sentences, but genuinely, like, keep pushing onward. Don't give up. Again, very cliche, very like everybody says it, but it's so true though. Like, there's been many times where I've been like, I don't like this thing, I'm giving it up, or this is really hard to maintain, consistency sucks, like blah blah blah, like the idea of going to the gym. Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to go to the gym because blah 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 blah. Keep going with it. If I wanted to see certain results, whether it was for fitness or physique or whatever it is that I want, you need to be consistent in order for those things to happen. So it's really important to have that consistency, keep going with things. If you don't, you're not going to see the results that you want, and you're going to be extremely disappointed in yourself. What is something you used to value highly but no longer care about? I think like being judged for things. I used to always be so scared that, oh my god, like, if I wear this certain thing, people are going to think I'm trying too hard, or if I participate in this particular activity, people are going to think that I'm really weird, or if I show that I have an interest in something, people are going to say I'm obsessive, or, again, weird, like, whatever the situation is. And like, who cares? Who cares what other people have to say about you and things that you like or don't like? You are you. Be you. Like, it's as simple as that. Again, at the end of each day, who is the one that you're left with? Yourself. If you enjoy something, why would you let someone else's comments and negativity bring down that thing that you like? Right, so for instance, I still have like a huge love for Monster High. That was always something I grew up with as a kid, and like I poured so much time and energy, money into it, and it was something that gave me like a sense of being. I don't know how to explain it. Something I really enjoyed. I remember when I hit high school, I was like, oh, this is so cringy that like I'm even like, who's playing with dolls in high school? That's crazy. But I wasn't actually playing with them. It was more so like collecting and creating stop motion videos, and like I made like a custom doll on the side. Like I did the rerouting of the hair, I did the painting, like I did everything for it. And because of like hearing what people had to say about it, I kind of stopped collecting the dolls or being into it, but also there were brand changes at the time. So that's one thing, but I kind of just stopped with it all. Until recently, I've been kind of going back into it. When I first moved up here, I bought one of the like kind of like re-released versions of one of the dolls, and I found some dolls from my own collection and I brought them up here, like ones that I really loved, and I bought like a collector doll, and I have a collector doll on the way. It's the Michael Myers one. It's on the way. Like, am I ashamed for liking those things now? Back then, yes. Now, I don't give a hoot or a holler. It makes me happy. This one kind of goes with what I just spoke about. What is a belief that you held for years that you completely changed your mind on? Just like the whole idea of like taking other people's judgment and making it my own thing and then shaping myself around it. That kind of goes hand in hand. Okay, we have some this or that type questions. For the first one, spontaneous road trip or a meticulously planned vacation? I want a spontaneous road trip. I would rather go on a road trip like something fun, like off the whim. Having a meticulously planned vacation is cute and like, you know, you feel really accomplished. You get to, oh my gosh, that scared me. You have all of these different things that you get to do. You feel accomplished. You've maybe seen all the sights and blah, 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 blah. You've done all that. However, I have found that these kinds of vacations, at least for me, I'm not a big fan of. I like to be able to look and discover different things in the moment, right? Like, I think it's nice to have the odd little things scheduled, like if I wanted to go to a museum, if I wanted to go to a historical site, if I wanted to go to a specific restaurant, I need like a reservation or whatever the situation is. I think those make sense, okay? However, everything down to the minute being planned drives me nuts. When I was in junior high, high school, I did band. And we went on different trips and that kind of stuff, from Disneyland to Croatia to Ottawa, Whistler, all of these different trips. And I loved going to all those places. But when I look back on all of those memories, I think, oh my God, I just want to go back to each one of those places and invest maybe more time in this area. Check out this thing. Oh, maybe not go to that particular thing and maybe spend more time over here, or just explore. Like when I think of Croatia, one of the trips that we went on, the cities, the towns were gorgeous and I wanted to spend more time in each. They were all very different from each other. They had different, at least, you know, somebody from Canada going over into Croatia, they were all beautifully different, and like there was so much I wanted to see and explore. One of my dream vacations is to go back to Dubrovnik and check out the old town or the old city and go and check out more. The next one is be reincarnated as a cat or a bird. Maybe I would say a cat, mainly because like I'd love to end up at some influencer's house and just lay on the couch all day and not have to worry about anything, like a day in my life. Birds, I feel like they have to worry about predators and things like that, and like it'd be kind of cool to be a cat though. Like imagine being able to jump from like super high altitudes and you're fine. That'd be so fun. Always be 10 minutes early or 20 minutes late. 10 minutes early. I dread the thought of me being potentially late for something. It actually like burns my soul to a crisp. I feel anxious and stressed and I feel horrible. The next one is have a pause button or a rewind button for your life. Ooh, I would say a pause button, only because there's certain moments in time that I'm like, I wish I could stay here forever, or I could like take this in for longer, whether it was like those vacations or like those trips I was telling you about, or even just like moments with my friends. My friends back home, before everyone started getting jobs and going off for school and things like that in like 2021, where it was still like pandemic time, but people could kind of like see each other a little bit more. We had these amazing fire nights, and even during the pandemic itself, we were watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier episodes being released. Like we did like these watch parties and we were talking on Xbox together, and like I think about those memories and I'm like I wish, whether it's to go back or just be able to pause and really enjoy those moments. Like those are some of my fondest memories. Okay, next one is never use social media again or never watch another movie or show. I am so sorry for my movie and show people. I'm saying au revoir to that because I don't really watch that many movies or that many shows. I mean, recently with all the movies coming out, like the Odyssey and Spider-Man and everything coming out, I have been watching more movies like in theaters. However, I am a YouTube girl at heart. I love watching me some YouTube. I don't know why I put on a southern accent. I love just watching YouTube videos. I have different podcasts I like to watch. I like certain YouTubers and watching their lives and things like that. So that's more my speed, I think. I have one, it's like from the pop culture and internet culture. What is your most controversial pop culture opinion or hot take? I have one that has been around for me a very, 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 very long time. Long before any controversies, anything like that. I think Timothée Chalamet is kinda overrated. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people are like, oh my god, he's like so beautiful, and like, oh my god, he's with Kylie Jenner. I don't care. Respectfully, I don't care. And this opinion was formed long before the whole ballet controversy where he made like an insulting comment towards ballet. This is something that I in my heart and soul genuinely believe. There's something about Timothée Chalamet I do not like. Well, I can't say I do not like, but whether it's like his vibe or, you know, his aura or whatever it is, like his energy, something to me, like just me, feels off. And I mean, the stuff that he's been in, I'm like, eh. I know Dune is like his biggest thing and like people love him in Dune, and I'm like, I can't watch Dune because Timothée Chalamet is in it. Horrible to say, but I can't get into it because of it. Okay, we have some hypothetical what ifs, and these are going to be the last questions I'm gonna answer. If you had to survive a zombie apocalypse with the last person you texted, how long do you last? Now, is this like the last person I've received a message from or texted in general? Oh, it's my boyfriend. I think we'll be fine. I think we will last, I would say maybe like a few months. I think a few months we could last. We just need to find the perfect area to like be in, to kind of like set up fort, and then I think we would be good. Go to Costco. I'll just camp out in Costco and just eat the frozen stuff. If you could instantly master any musical instrument, which one do you pick? I have two. These are the top two instruments I have always and forever wanted to learn. The guitar, which I have one here that I have been wanting and meaning to practice more on to learn it myself. My second one would be piano. Again, something I've always wanted to play, and it's such a beautiful instrument. Piano goes with everything. I mean, for my when I'm reading, I play piano music or lo-fi, but like piano music for sure, and it's just so peaceful and so relaxing, and it's just it's so nice. So guitar, like just a regular acoustic guitar, and then like a piano. I would love to learn how to play those. And final question, if you had to eat only one meal for the rest of your life, what is it? Soup. I don't care what soup it is, just give me a soup. If it's chicken pot pie soup, if it's chicken noodle soup, tomato soup, mushroom soup, broccoli cheddar, I will eat it all. I love soup. I could live off soup and sandwiches for the rest of my life. That is like, I would do it. I would do it. I totally would do it. Well, I hope this kind of gave you a little bit of insight into my brain a little bit and kind of understand maybe who I am a little bit more after 6 years of being on YouTube, or like being on YouTube, not consistently, but here, yeah, maybe seeing how much I've grown, because I think I've grown a bit. I hope. With all that being said, I hope you liked today's video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you haven't done that already. Like, come on now. You're here for this video, so clearly you want to subscribe. But yeah, with all that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.